I'm Dan Roeser, and I'm a Reined Cow Horse Trainer. And I got into training these horses because it's what my dad did.
My dad was Jim Roeser, and I'm very proud of that fact. And he is a member of the National Reined Cow Horse Association Hall of Fame. And he is still the only guy in history to ever qualify for the National Finals Rodeo and the finals of the Snaffle Series. My dad would want to be remembered as a horseman. You know, the horses were everything to him. When I think about growing up, you know, I think about 4 boys together on the ranch, riding everywhere and you know, trying to help our dad keep the ranch going, and my dad training horses. I mean, that's what I think about growing up. Probably the 2 things I remember most about my teenage years were high school rodeo and playing football, in that order. I think rodeo was probably the most important. Football was second.
The main thing that I think has made me successful at being a Reined Cow Horse Trainer is hard work and perseverance. Because some people, like my dad, was a very, very talented individual, and it came really easy to him. And when he rode his horses, they looked that way, like they were really soft and really natural. And it probably hasn't been as easy for me, but I feel like that, you know, I've made up for a lot of that with a lot of hard work. 3 words that would explain my approach to training would be understanding and patience and repetition. You know, the understanding, you've got to learn that all horses are not the same, and how to, you know, read an individual horse as to how that horse is different from another horse. And that kind of leads into the patience aspect of it, you know, is that some horses are going to learn things faster than others, and you have to be able to take your time and give a horse as much time as they need to understand what it is that you're trying to teach them. That probably leads into the 3rd part, which is the repetition. You need to do it correctly every time, and you need to do it a lot of times so that they learn to do something the way that you want them to do it by doing it over and over. The thing I love about it is that we're probably making the most versatile kind of a horse that you can train. You know, and you can pretty much do any kind of a ranch job on the horses that we train, and a roper would love to have a Reined Cow horse to make into a rope horse. They work a cow, they slide and spin and do flying lead changes like a reining horse, and you know, they also work a cow out of the herd like a cutting horse, so they're very versatile.
Silver Lining really fits into our program because the product is all natural. The Silver Lining products that I've used and have the most experience with is it's number 24, and it's the immune. And you know, that one is really important to us because we like to give it to our young horses before we take them to a show, so that hopefully they don't get sick when they're away from home or when they come back from a show. The other ones that I've used the most are number 12, the foot and bone, number 9, the inflammation product, because we do work these horses so hard, and you know, doing a fence work, those horses are going hard for a full minute. So those are the ones that I have the most experience with and have used the most.
I've had the good fortune to train and show 12 Supreme Reined Cow Horse Award winners. And a couple things I think that those horses have had in common that made them the outstanding horses that they were. One is they all had a lot of desire and a lot of heart, you know, and they tried their best every time they went into the arena. The other thing that they have is the athletic ability to go with that, you know. They were all really well-bred, great horses, and you know, they had the athletic talent to be able to pull off the things that they needed to do to be successful.
The score for entry 962. Miss Martin of shown by Dan Roeser came in with a 4:33 1/2. On the fence work, 150. Total 583 1/2. 583
So Jackie, my wife, I met her in high school at the state high school rodeo, and you know, I got to know her a little bit in college, and then her brother Walter was my team roping partner, and so we were going to rodeos together. It's just obvious to me that we were meant to be together. Jackie was a really outstanding barrel horse trainer, and you know, one of her accomplishments that she was the proudest of was how many people rode horses that she had trained and had success on after she trained them. I always wanted her to ride a cow horse and show a cow horse like later on, but I think that she had been so successful training barrel horses that she didn't want to take a step back and kind of like start at the bottom in another vocation. So she didn't really want to get on a cow horse. I did, probably unfortunately, get on a lot of barrel horses over the years. I don't know whether I helped them all that much, but it's like the horse is already doing something not right, or she wouldn't have wanted you to get on in the first place. And then if it doesn't get better, it's your fault. If she said get on, I got on. You know, the first thing that comes to mind when I think about Jackie is she is such a go-getter. You know, she's the hardest worker that I've ever seen. She made this place into what it is. And, you know, she was always full of enthusiasm, you know. 100 people came to her funeral, and Tricia, the girl who works for me, she put an overhead picture of our place on Facebook and said that it was Jackie's masterpiece. I think she meant a lot to a lot of people. The thing I think that has helped me through the highs and lows of my career is, you know, that I always had somebody that I knew had my back. We just knew that whether things were really going the way that we wanted them to at the time or not, that we were in the horse industry for the long haul, and we were going to be okay, and we had each other. The two best decisions that I've made in my life is to marry the person that I married, Jackie, because we made our life together and worked hard to build our ranch together for all of our lives. And I think the second thing is to choose the career that I've chosen because it's worked well for me. And, you know, I love the horses and I love the people and I love what I'm doing. My plans for the future are just to keep on going. You know, I don't see myself wanting to quit training or showing, and I don't really even see myself slowing down. My plans are to just keep on going.